think this Misgeret is called the Ovei Torah Chabura. You'll forgive me if we talk a little bit about Yira and Torah as opposed to Av and Torah today. But yesterday we laid in Parshas Yisro, Maamad Har Sinai, and the Rav explains in Bikashta Misham that Kriyas HaTorah always is a reenactment of Kabbalah HaTorah. The Rav explains maybe that's the basis of the Chumrah that the Maram has of standing during Kriyas HaTorah. Maybe that's the basis of why we precede Berachas HaTorah of Kriyas HaTorah with Baruch Hu as a way of acknowledging the fact that there is a Hashras HaShechina experience. But that's the reenactment of Maamad Har Sinai that we have during every Kabbalah HaTorah. But then the Rav explains that Talmud Torah itself is on some level a reenactment of Maamad Har Sinai. Lo mibai, in the pre-Rebbe Gamliel age, Megillah Daf Kaf Aleph, when the common practice was that everyone stood during Talmud Torah. But even nowadays, the Rav explains, based on the Gemara in Brachos Daf Kaf Beis Amud Aleph, in the Sugya of Tumas Keri, there the Gemara says, V'odatem levanecha v'levnei vanecha, v'chsib basrei yomesh armadat lefnei Hashem elokecha b'charev, ma laholan be'ema u'b'yira b'reses u'b'ziyah, avkan be'ema u'b'yira b'reses u'b'ziyah. Just like the experience of Maamad Har Sinai was one that involved ema yira and reses ziyah, so too our Talmud Torah in general involves ema yira, reses, and ziyah. What is ema yira, reses, and ziyah? Rav Albi, in a piece in Ali Shor, quotes the Gra and that Gemara in Brachos. The Gra says, ema husha adam yarei me'kadosh baruch hu machmas gedulasav v'sefarto. Ema is the acknowledgement and the ensuing yira that happens when a person realizes the galus of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yira is a reference to yiras ha'onesh, yiras ha'chet. Reses is the reaction that a person has when he experiences busha. And ziyah, hainush osa mitzvah b'shleimusa, a person performs a mitzvah b'shleimusa ad shemaziyah, until he sweats. And we find these elements in the description that the Torah has of Maamad Har Sinai in Parshas Yisro. Pasuk says, "Vayhi b'yom hashlishi b'yos haboker v'hi kol osav rakim anan kaved al har v'kol shofar chazak me'od v'yacharad kol am asher b'machana." What's v'yacharad? That the nation trembled. Says in Michoel v'yacharad nizdazu, that they literally trembled. That's one pshat in Zayah. And then the pasuk says, "Chol amru imes hakalos v'esalapidim eskol shofar v'sahar Hashem v'yar ha'am v'yanu me'rachok." What is v'yanu? Farshim say different things. Movement. Rashi says v'yanu is ziyah, miloshin sweating. So that's the other pshat in Zayah, that they're actually sweating from the experience of Maamad Har Sinai. Then the pasuk says v'yom Moshe la'am al tiro ki lavavor nasos escham ba'elokim uvavortia yerasol penichem levilsi sachato. That's the Gemara in Adarim Daf Kaf. That's a reference to busha, that if a person has that level of yiras chet, yiras ha'onesh, then a person will have a certain level of busha to make sure that he doesn't have any davar meguna or anything that is going to compromise his standing with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So says Rav Albi, that is the quality that we need to aspire to in our learning. Rebellia Baruch Finkel in the Shiurim on Chumash points out that this is what we see in Chazal, the level of concentration, the reses v'ziyah that a person should have in learning. The Gemara in Shabbos Daf Peiches, the Ma'is of Rava, that sounds like that he was so focused on his learning that he didn't realize when he started bleeding. Or the flip side, he says, the notion that we have, that goes back to Chaim Elazar, maybe the Gaon, of Bittul Torah be'echus, that we're not only concerned about Bittul Torah be'kamas, we're concerned about Bittul Torah be'echus, that if a person doesn't give his all to Talmud Torah, that's a level of Bittul Torah as well. In the biography of the Brisker Rav, they quote, apropos of that idea of Bittul Torah be'echus, that in the house of the Brisker Rav, someone once dropped off a new sefer that was written by a Talmid Chacham, and his children were looking through the sefer, and they were very impressed by all the chidushim in the sefer. But they realized in reading it, not sure how, they realized in reading it that in their formulation, when he was writing these chidushim, next to the Gemara on the table was a samovar of tea. So that there wasn't the full experience of reses v'ziyah when the sefer was written. No idea how they knew that. But in our vernacular, that would be what we would say, sitting down and learning a Gemara while sipping a Coke. That's not that level of reses v'ziyah that we're talking about. But it's really a Rambam. The Rambam in Hilchos Talmud Torah, Perek Gimel, Halacha Yud Beis, Ein Divrei Torah Miskayim B'Misha Merafa Atzmo Alein. A person doesn't have a kiyum in Talmud Torah if he's engaged in all these worldly pleasures while he's learning. A person has to be totally engaged in Talmud Torah to the point of some level of sleep deprivation. In order to have a kiyum in Talmud Torah, you have to have that level of engagement, that level of amelus in Torah. And Rav Albi says in this piece, and I'll be sure, that was a level of Yegiyah that was reflective of the Maamad Har Sinai experience, that experience of Reses Vizi. It quotes from Rabbi Yerucham that Rabbi Yerucham said, every daf Gemara that we learn is another experience of Maamad Har Sinai. He quotes Rabbi Yerucham's mashal, which is an at mashal for the coldest day of the decade, that if a person created a thermos that would preserve hot water for a week, for a month, for a year, and keep that level of heat, that would be a tremendous invention. So whenever we learn, we're opening, in some sense, that thermos of Maamad Har Sinai. We're reliving that moment of Kabbalah Satorah, be'ema be'ira bereses ubezeya. Says Rav Albi, that level of yira and the yagiyah that ensues is something that engenders not just limud in a vacuum, but limud that is almanas lasos. And what is limud almanas lasos? He quotes Rabbeinu Yonah on the mission Avos. Rabbi Shmuel, Rabbi Yossi Omer, halomid almanas alamin maspikim biyad limud ulamed. If a person learns with the objective of limud ulamed, then we do allow him to fulfill that limud ulamed. Rashi has a girsa that a maspikin, because that's shalol lishman, that's bad. But our girsa is maspikin limud ulamed. But even better, halomid almanas lasos maspikin biyado limud ulamed lishma velasos. If a person has the mindset that he's learning in order to know what to do, so then maspikin biyado, not only to learn and to teach, but to do as well. Says Rabbeinu Yonah, what's the difference between the mindset of lilmod ulamed versus lilmod ulamed lishmor velasos? So lilmod ulamed, he says, is amanas lasos iser v'heter k'mashmo, that a person's intention is to know the basic dinim, iser v'heter, lo sheyitrach v'yayin harbe, not to involve himself in too much iyun, not too much tircha, ula yimsa iser b'dvarim u'mutarim, he's not looking for chumras, ach lokeach advarim k'pshuta, and you just learn on a simple level. So there, it's only maspikim biyodo lilmod ulalamid, but not more. But if a person has the mindset of lilmod ulalamid lishma v'lasos, what does that mean? He wants to engage in pilpul to know the truth, to get to the bottom line. A person is willing to engage in yagiyah even for years in order to be masig a small piece of Torah, and then to conduct himself based on that conclusion that he draws after that tremendous exertion of energy. The person wants to know what to do and will engage in that level of yagiyah and amelus that could take years to be mavar one small prat. That's the ideal of engagement in the Talmud Torah, lilmod ulamed lishmor velasos. And says Rav Albi, that is rooted in this notion of yira. He quotes Medrash in this coming week's Sadra, Ve'ela mishpatim, David Amar, Yiras Hashem tahora medrash la'ad, Mahu, Kacha Tamosi Adam Shona Medrash Halachas Haggadah. The person's going to learn the whole corpus of Chazal. Then Ein Ba Yiras Chet, Ein Biyado Klum. If a person can learn Kol Torah Kula, if he doesn't have Yiras Chet, he's not going to come out with anything. Mashal Adam Shamar Lechaveru Yeshli Elef Midel Shel Tvua, Yeshli Elef Midel Shel Shemen, Elef Shel Yayin. The person says, I have large quantities of produce, large quantities of wine and oil and the like. Very nice. You have all that wine and oil. Do you have containers to put them in? So you can have all the shem and yayin in the world. If you have nothing to store it, then you have nothing. If you have storage containers, so then you have all that yayin and shemen. So yiras shemayim, el mishpatim, yiras Hashem tahora medusad, yiras shemayim, and yiras hachet is the storage containers for that Talmud Torah, that which we amass in our engagement in Talmud Torah. If a person has that level of yira, so then he has the motivation and the kelim to retain that which he learns. So Rav Albi writes that it's baduku menusa, that if you learn a sugya with the mindset of being masik shmaisa libid hilchasa, you learn a sugya with the intention that you want to get to the bottom line lahalacha, you're much more likely to remember the sugya. If you don't understand the bottom line, even if you invest a lot of time into the sugya, when all the dust settles, if you're confused, the conclusions are murky, you're not sure where things land, so then you're going to come out of the sugya confused, and that's going to compromise your retention. But that level of retention and that commitment all stems from a certain level of yira. Then Rav Albi quotes the Gemara in the end of Sanhedrin, Daf Kuvav. The Gemara there says that Doeg and Achitofel had 40 sveikos in the sugya of Migdal Perech Ba'avir, and they didn't conclude anything. Lavasakale Shmaisa Libed Hilchasa Dichsiv Yisod Hashem Lireyav. So they were pilpling in all these complicated Tumah V'Tara sugyas, and they didn't come out with anything Alach Lamaisa. So not everybody that engages in Talmud Torah, if you're lacking that Sod Hashem Lireyav, then you're not going to be Zocha to be Masik Shmaisasa Libed Hilchasa. So whenever we learn, we should have that mindset that we're trying to experience and reenact Maamad Har Sinai, the mindset that we should be approaching learning with a certain level of Ema, Yira, Reses, Vizeya, and the mindset that we should strive in our learning not to compromise all the other focuses, but we should have in mind to try to be Masik Shmaisa Libed Hilchasa as well. If we have that level of focus, if we give Talmud Torah all, so Be'ezus Hashem, we should be able to retain, we should find satisfaction in our learning, and we should ultimately have Hatzlacha in our Talmud Torah.
I find interesting Lashon Zeya, Ema, strength. Also, Zeya, because Zeya also could be Latova, but also Lara, like in terms of like Kazeya.